So if you have cash reserves, you could. Like someone's like, yeah, I've got 300K sitting there. Like I can afford to sun this thing down for 4 months and burn it down and build new.
Yes.
If you don't have the cash reserves, you're going to do, what in the rebranding, see how you like the slow drip, the coffee drip play, where you're going to go slow and steady because those nice tight slices are going to yield the least amount of churn.
Yes.
Big cuts and big slices are going to reveal more churn. And that's what you're doing is mitigating. You're trying to buy time to influence and convince the current customer base this is the right way, which most coaches, I think they don't realize the power they have. I always joke around, no one in the fucking world would think like, take your thumbs, put them into the barbell, and now wrap all the other fingers around it and squeeze real fucking hard. How's that feel like? It really hurts. Good. Do it all the time when you're lifting weights.
Drive like that.
Yeah. Drive like that. Yeah. Hold your beers like that. Like that, using the hook grip, like all these things that gym owners are able to teach motherfuckers. And they absolutely they take it like 100% and they run with it. But then you tell them, well, you're just telling them something new now. You're having to break a previous belief that you already installed. You already installed this fucking system. Now you're just uninstalling it out of the CPU.
Well, the difference is in that situation, money is not a factor. In this situation, gym owners now and coaches now have to overcome all the toxic relationships they have with money. And that's the hardest part of what we do, is help them break that. And I would add to what you said, if someone has $300,000 sitting around and they're like, let's just flip this thing upside down, I would say you need both $300,000 and pre-existing marketing skill to acquire members, because we are not going to teach you how to acquire members in mass through your computer. It's going to be the kind of stuff that you teach, and that's why I want you to come in and talk to our gym owners today, because it's doing it the way that is going to last. It's creating 20 businesses in your town who are going to refer you 2 or 3 members a year. And understanding that getting 60 member referrals from 20 businesses in town every year is like, that's diamonds.
Yeah, it's becoming rich by 1,000 paper cuts.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that doesn't turn your gym from 0 to overnight. So we have had some gyms do that. And what we've explained to them is the way you're going to do this is you're going to run a pre-sale, right? Like you don't have to close. You're going to keep your gym going the way that it is right now. Keep the revenue coming in.
Announce the new service.
Announce the new service that's eligible to start on this date. Put a big sign out front. Like, let everybody in town know we're launching a new program. Sell people into a dedicated sales team, selling people into a dedicated marketing. That's all you're talking about. You're no longer selling memberships to the old thing. It's not even existent. You have to already be a member to do that.
You're creating a Kickstarter of an in-service Kickstarter.
100%. And the idea is, if you're effective in 3 months, you've sold enough memberships that revenue matches your existing revenue and you can just rip the Band-Aid off. That does not happen every single time. Full transparency. It doesn't happen every single time, and they can't rip the Band-Aid off that way. And they have to have some mix or some risk tolerance and just do it anyway. But the difference is typically 2.5 to 3x the price point, which means if you have 100 members, you need 30.
Yeah.
35.